You are about to experience the result of hard work and dedication from the City of Champions, Cleveland's own, 90th's finest. Self-made, hard-working entrepreneurs, unequivocally raw, no holds barred. This is Epiphany Media.
Yeah. Oh, man. My Sunday afternoon was interrupted.
It's crazy, right? You hear me?
I don't know why, why are you sound slow again? I don't. This is part
Every
two from last week. The first 5 minutes of the show was you sounding like a slow motion.
you remember how you fixed it last week, right?
Like, I'm gonna go out and come back in. It was
Yeah.
bad enough.
Oh,
My Sunday was ruined. I had to come in. I had to clock in to work. But I'll be
yeah.
right back. Hold on.
You would think we were professionals. You think we have, over 200 shows by now. You would think so. You would think all of that, but apparently not. Sunday afternoons, it is hard to check in sometimes. I don't know what happens when he came, paused, and he left. I don't know what happened. Anyway, welcome to another episode of Epiphany Media Podcast. I had a co-host that'll be here in a second. There you go.
That's crazy. Hold on. Let me see something. Yeah.
Yeah, man. You got a weird setup over there.
Yeah, I know what it is. I don't know why it does it. This StreamYard's fault. It doesn't want me to connect my Bluetooth headphones until
Afterwards.
afterwards. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. It happens like that sometimes. But anyway, welcome back to another episode. We got top fans in here super early. What's going on?
I love when the top fans show us love. That's why y'all top fans. Facebook knows when you watch it, so there's no line. You can't lie to just say that you're not that you are a top fan.
Right. Regina Angel, what's going on? It's a Sunday, so sorry y'all already watching, in the middle of watching football. We were too, so get over it. No, I'm just playing. Andrew said update us on the fundraiser. So I'm not gonna lie, I haven't even started to start tracking stuff. I kind of want to wait to the middle of the month, so next week I have some actual numbers for you guys, just on how we're doing. But we have seen an uptick. I can tell you that activity is up more. We get weekly tracks of those, so we definitely appreciate you guys sharing more, being more involved, liking stuff, and all of that good stuff. And like I said, it's great for us, but it's also for a good cause and stuff. So we definitely appreciate you guys. Just go for the Facebook and the Instagram. So keep liking, keep sharing. We appreciate it. As always. Yeah, even Erica joined us.
Oh, it's been a minute.
Yeah,
Yes, it's been a while. It's been a minute. Thank you for tuning in. I most definitely appreciate it. I'm glad you can take time out of cooking delicious food for your husband to tune in for us. And garden, picking fresh veggies out the garden and stuff like that. You know what I think it is? Because the game is on right now, so she doesn't want to watch that, so she just tuned in to us, which is cool. But I would rather, I hate to say it, I'd rather be watching the game. It's just, I don't know.
Well, let me help you out. 52-yard run by Nick Chubb, touchdown.
Really, out the hat, out
52
the gate.
yards.
Woo! It's so man.
Yards.
Come on now. I was
Erica, don't be putting us down for I don't know, whatever other stuff you got going on. Just because football is on late, don't be doing this like that.
Mm,
Uh, Shout out that boy Nick Chubb, man.
a
Shout out to
beast.
the Browns. Anyway, so B, what we talk about today, man?
Man, back in the day, you know, coming out of high school, you had, it was all about going to college. You got to get your degree to be able to be successful in this world, which is true to a certain extent. You know, there's other ways to make money, instead of college. Going to college is always a good option, but maybe you want to do something else. So, what we're going to talk about today is options after high school. This is information that people right now can know because you can be like, well, you know what? Maybe I want to start my own business. Maybe I want to go back to school to be able to know how to run a business, or to see if to look at those percentages when you're in your first business class. They tell you most businesses fail. I think it was like 80% or something like that. Or
Especially restaurants.
huh?
Said especially restaurants. Number one,
Yeah,
fail in business.
not making money for a long time. Um, so that's what I want to start with. So with you, when you graduated high school, did you go to college? See, this is what fancy people do. He's a
Oh
show
yeah, I
off.
mean, you know, every once in a while, you got to break out the fresh cedar. That's a aficionado for you. So, afterwards, so let me back up a little bit. So my lead up was initially I was like, man, I'm not going. I'm going to technical school, trade school. You know what I'm saying? I don't like school, so I'm not going to really apply myself. I'm going to get this high school diploma, and I'm out. Until my junior year playing football, and I got a letter, my first college letter, and it wasn't like dear high school student. I just had my name, you know what I'm saying? It had my high school information, my position. Like this was like this is a real thing. Like actually going to college for sports is a real live thing. So at the time I got that letter, I kid you not, my GPA was like a 1.9. It wasn't because I'm stupid. It was just because I just didn't care. Let me do the minimum. Let me pass these OGTs. Let me get out of here and go to trade school and start working or whatever. But yeah, that letter changed everything. I graduated and went, and some other wild stuff happened. You know what I'm saying, shortly thereafter. But uh, I went. You know what I'm saying. I went, and I was student loans, so trust me, I was there.
Hmm.
But the lead up was uh, the lead up for me was college, college, college. Most of my family was college, college, college. You got to go to college. I got to follow in my cousin's footsteps, etc. But the school I went to was kind of great in that they did have like a whole trade uh, part of the school. You know what I'm saying? Everything from like home ec type stuff, like cooking and baking. That if that's what you want to go into, it's auto mechanics, auto body, um, uh, so many other things. Like just a whole career area of the school. And your senior year, you are able to go out for like half the school day. You still gotta in Ohio. I think you gotta do 4 years of English, whatever. So and maybe 4 years of science or something. So once you still got to go to school for like those classes, but after that, you can leave and go do an internship at like a local business in whatever field that it is that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So I had the option to do everything. And I was just figured like I'm just going to go and start working and stuff. But then, stuff got switched up a little bit for me. So how did it work out for you though?
Well, let's just say I didn't get any offers for anything my senior year. Um, like I knew, especially talking to the guidance counselor, I knew I was destined for community college. Like I didn't even apply for,
Any
like
universities?
yeah, 4-year university or anything. Thinking back on it, I should have, but I would be in debt, right, like a major debt right now.
There you
If I would have, but at the same time, maybe I would have finished, just because the community college, you're in the community, you don't leave your city, you at home, so it's like it's like you're going to school, but you're not getting that experience of being away, being on your own. Because being on your own, it's like it's only me. I got to make it,
It's a whole different story. Yeah.
So I so the only college I applied to was a community college, um, and hey, first year got good grades. Second year I got good grades. So it wasn't like I was failing anything. The only class that I dropped out of like some 1,000 level math class. I'm like, why am I in like, why am I taking like I don't know what's going on. Like I'm dropping out because I'm going to fail anyway. Um, but yeah, I was most definitely going to try to get my associates and then going to get my bachelor's, but it just didn't work out like that for me. But those first 2 years did teach me, a lot, especially with the classes I was taking and the direction that I wanted to go. But then life hits you, so you know I could have stayed in school and just been like super broke, but but it's with me it was like enough is enough. Like I got to start working, even if it's for the the lowest of wages at that time. So after I started working I think I was working two jobs. Yeah, I thought I was working two jobs full time. It was like I never went back, even though I should have. And it wasn't like it was college. The way that college is set up for me, I can go to class morning, noon, or night. I can go online. I can take a accelerated. I can say take an accelerated course.
Right.
It's many different options that can fit your lifestyle. With me, online classes and or an accelerated course worked out perfect for me. Um, but yeah, I could have finished easily. It wasn't like college is just easy to me. It's just easy. It's just the way. Just I think it's mostly because the grade is weighted on testing more than it is homework.
Or right.
Homework you might get like I don't know 5, 10 questions. You got to read 3 chapters. It's 5 questions after each chapter, and that's your homework. That's it. And then the test is literally everything that you read in those chapters.
Right.
So I'm like, man, I love it. Instead of being tested on what I just learned in class the following day, and then I got 10 other classes that I'm worrying about. In high school. It's just I don't know. I just did not like the setup. But anyways, um, I should have finished, but taking those business classes that I did take, most definitely had me thinking different. So you know, I put it like this: if I would have finished and took the appropriate classes on like marketing, you know, uh, especially marketing, yeah, that would have been that would have been worth it, especially for what I'm trying to for what we're trying to do right now. I read stuff on it all the time, but just knowing that back then would have had a better start, basically.
So did you? So what made you say like college ain't for me or whatever, or a university not for me? community college is my only option. Like, did you talk to a guidance counselor? Was it like a family decision? Did you look at like, I don't want to take out no loans, or did the guidance counselor look at the grades and like, hey, community college is the way for you, my friend?
Yeah, exactly what you said. The guidance counselor looks at my grades and was like, "Hey, this ain't gonna work out." He was like, "Let me tell you what I did." He said, I was in a similar situation, and I went to community college first because once you go to a community college and you get good grades, your high school grades don't matter.
Right.
They thrown out the window. So I
Mm-hmm.
got good grades in community college, and I went to a 4-year university and graduated. Which honestly, it's smart in the fact because when I was going to those community colleges, like all of the teachers would be like, it was like, look, I teach the same exact curriculum at John Carroll
Right.
or Baldwin Wallace or Cleveland State, and the amount of money that they're paying is ridiculous, and y'all getting the same education for cheaper. It was like it's the same thing. So in that aspect, it was smart. Later on, I didn't want to. I knew that I didn't want to take out a loan because I'm like, man, like that's like that's I'm people. I know people right now that just paid off their loan.
I
You know,
still got a couple grand to go.
you know. So it's like, uh, yeah. But for people, if I would have took out a loan and completed, I don't know, like it'll set you up for a career. You'll be making, decent money, good amount of money, but you'll never be. Your potential is uh your potential is stunted because you can't be the top of the top, in
Right.
that aspect. And now if you're cool with that, like you cool with making, I don't know, 60, 70, 80, 90, $100,000 a year, it's cool. No, nothing wrong with it. Like that's a living. You can most definitely make a living. But if you want to work for yourself, then you got to take another option. But you just got to have a plan.
So I agree with that. I think, and not for everybody. I guess if you, a lot of time everything come down to who you know at the end of it. You know what I'm saying? If you join a fraternity and your fraternity or sorority or whatever got connections with um, some judge, and the judge is doing internships for paid internships for people in the same fraternity. You know what I'm saying? Like all that stuff. It comes down to who you know a lot of the time. So,
It's
uh,
shit, 99.9.
oh yeah, for sure. So that's what I'm saying. So for some people, it do work out perfectly, exactly how storybook is exactly how it's written. But for most people, it don't work out that way. So, and the way I look at it now is, all right. So let's say you go to school for 4 years, 4 6 years or whatever in college, and somebody who went to went to work and right after high school, now they got 4 or 6 years of experience on you. Yeah, you got the book smarts and the piece of paper to name on it, of course. But like they got experience though. You know what I'm saying? They have real world working experience. They can step in today and do that job where it might take you some adjust. You might got the knowledge, but you don't got the experience. It's gonna take some kind of an adjustment period or whatever. Um, so I look at that, and that alone tells me that like college is not for everybody. It's not like the end all be all decision for everybody coming out of high school because it's more than one way to skin a cat or whatever saying that you wanna go with. Um, Angela said no college for her. She said I don't think it was an option, or I didn't think it was an option. No loans though. I think loans is probably the biggest thing that keeps people from going to college or take people in there. I think it has to be money. I would assume. Erica said that she went to community college. Erica, what was your community college experience like coming out of high school? Like, did you choose to go there? Because of your grades, did you say I don't want a loan, so I want to go there, or What was your experience like? Angel said, nobody from school talked to me about college. And she said, oh, she asked Regina, they went to the same school and stuff. She said, did the guidance counselor talk to her? Um, yeah, I'm interested in that. And because y'all are, a little older than us, like, I don't know how, like, I don't know if they took it more serious when we were in school or they took it more serious when you guys were in school because y'all could actually go to college with, um, you know, uh, I don't know. I feel like they took it more serious when you guys might have been coming out of high school than us, but I don't have no proof of that. Erica said, "That's what happened to me. Experience was trumping my degree. Yeah, it's crazy how it worked out, and then that makes you even more pissed. Chargers touchdown. That make you even more pissed. Like I spent this money, got this degree, spent all this time in school, and now I'm behind the eight ball for this person who didn't do this stuff, but they got the experience. And if you look on applications, like something that we talk about all the time is like, oh, we want you to have 3 years of supervision experience or whatever, 4 years of experience doing this. And like, how? Like, how is that possible? Like, I'm 20. How do I have 4 years of supervisor experience or whatever the case is? So that experience do trump degrees and a lot of other intangibles sometimes. That experience is everything most times.
Yeah, like picking picking your degree in the field that you want to be in is very crucial. Like, that's why I tell people like, don't be a teacher, like especially if you're a man, because as soon as you walk in the door, they're gonna think that you're a pedophile. So that's why I tell that's that's what that's why I tell men, don't go into education, and you might have
Like,
you
like
might work well.
when you walk into the classroom or when you walk into the like at college, like when?
No, I'm talking about if you want to be a teacher in a K through 12. I was talking about. But yeah, but picking your degree is like very crucial though, and if you're not gonna be an engineer, like, it's gonna be tough on you.
Yeah, if you're not gonna do something where like I don't want to say experience don't matter, or where like experience just won't get you there, like that's the only stuff you should be studying. Like your degree should be in like you know pharmacy. Like you should be a pharmacist or a veterinarian, like something like that, where you just don't like. No matter how much experience you got, you're just not going to learn the stuff that you need to do to learn how to do surgery on animals or whatever the case is. So,
Hey,
um,
like I, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I was
no,
just
go ahead.
add to what you were saying. I know somebody who is a what is the term, like a zoology, like they work at a zoo. They had to go to school for this, so and they make like damn near minimum wage to
I,
get kicked in the face by a monkey.
I
Like, no,
don't
well,
know.
wait, did they get? It was either a monkey or a kangaroo that kicked him in the face or
Oh, he
some
said
shit.
like somebody. Oh, they actually got kicked in the face.
Yeah, real life, Cleveland Zoo.
So I don't know. I didn't know. I just found this out recently. That you actually got to go to college to be like a librarian.
Oh, I
Did
know
you know that?
somebody. I know somebody who went to college and became a librarian, and librarians take so much shit from the city of Cleveland. It's like a ongoing struggle with the union of the librarians. Uh,
Oh, I'm sure. But I like. Did you know that you had to go to college to be a librarian though? But
if I
besides
didn't
that
like,
person,
if I didn't know that, no.
like why would you? Why would you have to go? Like, I don't like. Look, I'm not disrespecting any librarians, the ones I work with or whatever. But like, why? Like, what are you learning? The Dewey Decimal System. Like, what are you learning in librarian school? Or is it just like another scam? Like, we need money, so we got to charge people to learn how to be librarians. And I think it's like a 3-year college thing or something. Like, what are you learning? You know what? That's something I'm about to look up and see because I have no idea. What do you? I had to ask somebody. Like, legitimately, what are you learning in librarian school? Let me see. So Regina said, yeah, somebody did talk to her about her future. She said her talk was just a little quiz to see which direction you should go. Angel said that she didn't remember doing anything like that. Regina said it was short. Mine was sending me in the science background, which I sucked at. Erica said, I wasn't trying to leave home. That's why you went to community college. Man, I was trying to do the opposite. I want to get out of there because it's nothing like that experience, especially when you're young. Man, you're young and you get to try to figure it out and you don't got no curfew. You don't got no, you do whatever you want to do. Like, college is great. College is a great time because you're young enough to do, you're young enough with enough energy to do whatever it is that you want to do. You don't got nobody on your back. If you ain't going to class, like your people won't find out for months. You know what I'm saying? Months down the line. So it's just all around great. College is great. My man having issues over there. Yeah, Eric, I don't know. You might have missed out on that one. Being at home is good and stuff. You know, especially if you got like family health issues or whatever. But other than that, man, you got to get out and try some stuff on your own. It's sweet. Regina said, wow, I'm definitely going to look up librarian school. Yeah, I legit don't know what they teach you. I'm about to look it up now. You all right?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. How much? What you say? How much who make?
No. So me and Regina was wondering, like, what do you learn? You learn at librarian school?
I think they make $20-something, $30-something an hour though.
I mean, good money. But like, what are you learning? Like, think about a library. Like, did you learn the Dewey Decimal System in like school?
Decimal, yeah.
All right. Now I don't remember it, but I learned it, right? And that's how books are organized by serial number, etc. What else? What else is there? What else is there?
That's a good question. You got to look that one up. I don't know if it's managing a part of it, like how to run it.
Yeah, but that should be management classes. That's you know what I'm saying. That should be leadership classes, etc. All right. So you want to say what is it? Microsoft Office and stuff. Okay.
Yeah, I took that class. It was one class.
That's what I'm saying. So like, what are they teaching them there? And I mean no disrespect to any librarians that watch this later. Like, what are y'all learning? I just don't understand. But you know, it's an option, I suppose. It's an option. So they make good money in Ohio. The average librarian salary in Ohio is $65,000, $65 a year. That's solid money for a librarian, I think.
Super, yeah, that's real solid. But but what is the curriculum that you have to take?
I don't get it.
That's what I'm.
I don't get it. Angel said, "You keep saying college is great, but did it push you forward or just fun?" Oh, it was just fun. It was nonstop fun. Like it was like it's one of those things that sets you up for just life experiences. Like you're not at your parents' house where they're telling you get up and go to school. You know what I'm saying? Even if when you're in college, where they're saying like you got to go to school or you got to get a job or you got to get out of here or something. Like none of that. Like you just do if you don't want to go to school today, just don't go. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to leave half a day, you do what you want to be out till 4 in the morning and get up and go to class at 6. There's nothing stopping you from doing it. Like, it's just so you have to learn. Like, it helps you learn how to manage, things that's important to you or things that you want to do. Like, you gotta want to get up and go to college or class. You gotta want to get up in time to get the shuttle, or you ain't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta want to, work a part-time job if you can. That might be at the airport and take you an hour to catch the public transportation to get there, and it sucks. You gotta want to do that stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you want money, if you want to eat food, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to pay your phone bill so you can call your family back in Ohio, you gotta want to get up and do all this stuff. If you want to talk to girls, or if you want to go, to the beach, or you gotta learn how to manage all this stuff. You gotta learn when to say no, when to say yes. You gotta learn. It's just another step of teaching you how to manage stuff before you actually gotta pay bills. And you paying bills, but it ain't like a monthly. Here's rent and stuff. But it just teaches you. It sets you up for later. You're like, nigga, I gotta go to work, and if I want to go out, I could do it. But I still got to get up for work regardless. It just, it just helps you like that. But academically, it didn't push me forward, but it definitely was fun.
Now, like to me, to be honest, I wish I would have went to trades right off the bat. Went to trade school.
For what?
I was gonna go. I was gonna go try to be a master mechanic, right?
ASC certified.
But when I seen, I'm like, damn. I went to like some forum, mechanics was talking. It was something like, yeah, my body's hurting. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not enough
Hands
money.
Stop shaking, yeah.
It's not enough money unless you own your own shop. But even then, you got to work hard. I'm like, man, I don't know about. I don't know about that. So I said, nah, I'm cool.
Angela said, I wish I did trade school. So, Angela, what would you have went to trade? What would you have did in trade school? I'm curious. Angela said, my friend's sister is a librarian. She is super educated and went to school for a long time. For what, though? I'm not saying that librarians aren't smart. I just don't know what is it. What is the curriculum? Like Byron said, what are we learning here? Regina said, I was going to guess they learned software to manage books and circulation. I'm surprised it's a college job. They learn software to manage books and circulation. Why can't that be taught to you, though? You don't think you could tell me how to put books in circulation?
Yeah, like Regina said, I'm surprised that's because it should be at least it should be a 2-year. I mean, at the most, it should be a 2-year degree. Look, a hygienist is 2 years and you out. 2 years and you can make 60-something thousand a year. But whereas at librarian, you gotta go for 3-4 years. That's crazy right there to manage something. You're working with teeth, like you cleaning people's teeth with sharp instruments.
Look,
and they only got just 2 years, 65.
Man, let me see. I'll tell you right now, this is from Career Karma. I've never been on his website before. I don't know how accurate this is, but I'll say it's the first thing that came up. I'll tell you what it says. Hold on, we got pop-ups. Like many information and database occupations, it takes about 6 years of full-time study to become a librarian. You need a bachelor's degree in any field. What does that even mean? What does that mean? Which in quotes they put 4 years of full-time study and a master's degree in librarian. And you got to be shitting me. A master's degree in library and information science.
That's crazy right there. So 6 years, you got to get your master's to become a librarian.
6 full-time years. Like, so that's not 6 You know, were you taking part-time classes? You know what I'm saying?
What? How is? But you can be a hygienist and go to school for 2 years and make the same amount of money.
What
I
does
don't
it
get.
mean? You need a 4-year degree in any field? What does that mean? What does that mean? You just, anything, man. It don't even really matter. Just get a 4-year degree. It fucking don't. It doesn't matter. Oh my
Man.
god, that's and I think most in Kent State got like a huge librarian um uh I don't know like courses like the huge librarian school I suppose.
Hey, I'm not knocking the profession, but that's a lot of
I
schooling
don't understand though.
to manage some books. Like it got to be more to it. Like we might have to get a librarian on,
Yeah,
and we got to ask some
yep.
questions.
Information science, library and information science, the
Hmm.
American Library Association. Like,
Hey, wow. Hey, but let me ask you this though. Do you think in today's times, like, do you need a degree to
no,
make to make money? Yeah, yeah. I,
not at
I,
all.
I agree.
I mean, first off, if you're doing anything entertainment, I mean, as we see, you can do anything on the internet and make money. Uh, any form of entertainment that you want to choose. So, you know, you don't need it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to show your body on the internet, you can make good money. And you don't need anything. You know what I'm saying?
You could be blessed with a great pair of feet, and you
That's it.
set.
Yeah. The rest of you could be whatever, but you got a great set of feet or hands, or you know what I'm saying. You can make good money. So, no, you don't need it. Um, Trade school for sure. YouTube University, the University of YouTube is definitely a real thing. You know, where you can be a backyard mechanic effectively with the studying on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? If you actually put in the work, you could be a. I'm trying to think of what I watch a lot of. You could be a motorcycle um, trainer. You know what I'm saying? A motorcycle safety trainer. You know, I'm sure they got licenses and you can go to schools and get certificates and stuff. But if you just know what you're talking about and you just say, you just have a sign up that say, I'm a motorcycle trainer. I'll teach you how to ride motorcycles. Like, most people aren't going to say, well, where's your accreditation? They're going to say, oh, you can? Cool. Teach me how. Here's some money. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't think you need it at all.
That's the only difference is a certificate or a piece of paper saying that you went, you took the hours to learn this knowledge. Whereas you could read, let's say you bought the same books that were required in this and all of these college classes, and you read them and gained all this information, but you don't have a certificate. Does that make you any less that you don't know this information?
Man, I got countless. These just sitting there. This wasn't for the show. Countless certificates with my name on them, right? These two different ones or whatever. Countless certificates. Uh, but what does it mean? It means I took the course, I passed the course. But like, besides the interview, when have you ever went to Firestone, Conrad's, anywhere, and like, I want to see the certificate for the guy that's working on my car. Like, never. You know what I'm saying? When the last
Exactly.
time you flew a plane, you're like, I want to see that pilot certificate. Never. You like, can he fly the plane? Well, let's
Yeah.
fly
Oh,
a
he has
plane.
a job. Oh, I guess he can fly a plane.
I guess he can fly a plane. That's it. So I definitely don't think. I mean, it's good to have. I'll never knock having your name. I tell my little nieces and nephews and cousins, get as many pieces of paper with your name on as possible. It'll only help you at the interview. Everything after that, or so if you start your own business, if you got a mechanic shop, let's say you're doing tires, if somebody pull up with a flat tire, I'm like, I want you to do my flat, but first let me see your paperwork. You're like, can you change the tire? Oh, you can. Thank you. And that's what it is.
Exactly. Hey, I remember going to O'Reilly's Auto Parts, and it was a Conrad's across the street. And the guy that was working at O'Reilly said, "Yeah, it's only one ASC certified technician that worked there. Everybody else
I
does
can
not
verify that.
have, any certification." So,
As a dude that worked at Conrad's, I can verify.
so I would say, if I'm getting my car worked on, yeah, I might have to see that certificate because I ain't trying to be rolling down the street and or actually rolling on the freeway and somebody forget to tighten the lug
Somebody ain't
nuts.
do the star pattern, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now your tire flying off.
And I'm flipping, doing cartwheels on the freeway.
Regina said, I went to vocational school for dental assistant team. It wasn't for me. I know somebody else that he took dentistry in like high school. He had to do like 1 year outside and he would have been like a full-fledged dentist. He just didn't want to do it. He did something else.
Yeah, I know somebody who was one credit away from graduating.
And what?
I don't remember what it was. Actually.
Oh, well, you 1 credit away. That's just that's just lazy.
All right, but look, 1 credit away, and it was either okay, you got the certificate that this knowledge. That's the only thing I was going to say. But he started his own business and was making money. so that 1 credit at the end of the day, did it really matter?
But that's a lot of work to do to fall 1 credit short. Like that, at that point, you're like, I already owe this much. Just get the credit, get the piece of paper, and they can never take it from you. Like, I get it, but one credit though, I would have did it just for the hell of it. Like, oh, all right, 1 credit. Angel said, I wish I had learned something, nursing or even carpentry. Tell you, man, YouTube University, like you could be a real live handyman, handywoman, whatever, by studying, or even if you took a job and you're like, I don't fucking know how to do this. Let me look it up. I'm gonna watch 10 videos, different ways to do it, and I'm gonna go in there prepared with this knowledge, and I'm gonna get it done.
And you can charge people ridiculous prices because you have that knowledge and they don't.
They don't. Simple, just like that. Erica said, I want to take some business courses now. I feel like it's never too late. No, it's never too late. Like I said, I never discourage anybody from gaining knowledge in any form, getting pieces of certificates, all that stuff. Erica, there's plenty of places you can do. You can do it online. Coursera got plenty of courses you could take. It's definitely never a bad thing.
For free. Yeah, you got to say that. For free.
Yeah, there's so many resources out there. You just gotta. The only work you got to do is doing the research, and that's it. Regina said, "Damn, librarians need major respect. That's a lot of school."
Yeah.
It's a lot of school.
They don't get that.
I don't know. I respect that they did it, but like, what do y'all learn though? You know what? I'm gonna start asking librarians like, "What's your 4-year degree?" And that's a more important question to me. What was your what's your random ass 4-year degree in? Like, what if it's something like I got a 4-year degree in food study, and then 2 years in information technology, and I'm a librarian now. How does that work? You know what I'm saying? So funny. Erica said they put classes together in the summer. My mother would send us to the library. Kind of. And I'm talking on the inside looking out right now. Like, kind of.
Like classes to teach you, like to teach senior citizens how to use a computer.
Those are real jobs that already exist, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, typing class. They read the kids and teach them ABCs, maybe. Those are jobs that exist, though, already. So
summer reading programs.
I'm just saying. Virginia said maybe they're required to read certain books. Then I don't know about that. Like, because if you go to a different college, like we could have took the same. We could have went to school at the same time and you took different classes and we both graduated. You know what I'm saying? Reading different books, or I don't think that you might be right, but I don't think that's the case. And it's like I went back and got some adult certificates in adult year program. I ended up not using any of it. So school. All right. So I got a question at the end of this. Oh shit! Look at Ashley joined us.
Got the whole family tuning in. I love it. Thanks for tuning in.
Erica said people change their minds. I have a friend that dropped out of medical school. Yeah, no, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying if you one credit away though, like come on, man, just get that last credit. I know a guy that he wanted to be like a veterinarian or something, but it was less. It was like parallel classes, but less classes to become a pharmacist. Like so now you work at Cleveland Clinic or been working at Cleveland Clinic forever, making extremely good money.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And something completely different. He's like, man, I don't want to do any more school, so this is where I'm stopping at.
Look, even the pharmacists that work at Walgreens are making six figures. So that was most definitely a move that I would do. Instead of being a veterinarian, you got to go to school for like 10 years. That's a long time.
That's crazy money, man.
And then you got to deal with dogs with fleas and having to put people's love love pets down. And like, give me let me serve these drugs and call it a day.
Put them niggas down. Regina, have a good day, man. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for sharing, of course. Hey, Andrew said, anybody want to play the Squid Game for money?
Oh,
you down?
Crazy.
It's
only gonna be one winner. One winner, you might die.
I'm winning to the end, so don't ruin it. But you're looking good. So we're down like 3 people or something. Yeah, that shit crazy. That shit crazy. I don't know, but no, I'll probably go and give me the debt. I'll probably give me the debt. I don't know about jumping on glass panels. I don't know about that.
So you'll take let's say $50,000 30% interest credit card debt.
Yeah.
Over going on the Squid Game.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. Today. I'll do it today.
Mm-hmm. What if you were good at children's games? Like
if that's all the money is, like if it's just 50 grand, cool. Like the money they was talking about on there was something serious. You know what I'm saying? That's a different story. You know what I'm saying? If it was like I'm being in debt, you know what I'm saying, 250 grand or some shit where it's like just it'll never be paid off, maybe. You know, I think
50 billion. You can be a billionaire.
Yeah, I'm out. Let's go play red light, green light. Red light, green light.
That's risky.
Man, no. Just get on the ground. I was thinking about this the other day. Like, just crawl. Just think about you crawl. You know how easy it is to stay still when you already like on the ground. Crawl.
Yeah, but you couldn't gain that much ground.
Man.
By calling the ground. Hey, what's the score to the game? I ain't get no score updates since Charter scored.
Well, it literally just scored right as you said that. So you jinxed.
Ooh.
Chargers did. So it's
that's the wrong team.
20, you jinxed them. You jinxed the Browns defense. They were doing good. 27-27, and they literally just scored, so they got to kick an extra point. And we probably, I don't know, they kicker sucked though. He missed 5 extra points already. We left this nigga wide open again. This Williams dude again, wide open, nobody around. Crazy.
Well, the DBs is Denzel Ward, he out. Greedy, he injured, but he's still playing. So it's But anyways, what's the time left? No, it's got to be the fourth now. I feel like the fourth.
It is 11 minutes in the fourth.
That's a lot of time. That could happen.
Angel, would you play the Squid Game for money? Erica, are you aware what the Squid Game is? Would you play? Erica said that they tutor, librarians tutor. Good try. Good try. Erica said my husband kicked me out of the room because he's watching the game. I'm on my phone. Hey, tell him that we watching the game too. Tell him to come join the show. We all watching the game too at the same time.
He ain't. Because, Brown, like, when you watching a Browns game, nothing can stop you except if you're trying to make your dreams come true. That's the only thing that's going to stop you. Because their dreams already happen for them. They already millionaires, man.
Andrew said I wouldn't play unless I was depressed.
Damn.
Yeah, well.
Damn, so you trying to that's suicidal.
Yeah, that's not really I don't know if that's the way. I don't know. I don't know if that's the way to go, but I guess it would be tough though. But if you win the money, you think that the money gonna bring you out of your depression? You're still gonna be sad or whatever.
Yeah. But what if you were terminally ill though? Would you do it?
Like the old man?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, you just playing with house money then. Like, if you do, yeah. If you terminal, it's over with. You might as well try to win some money. Maybe if you win fast enough, you can give it to your family or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you out of here though. Like, it's over with.
He ain't make it.
Stop breaking news, man. What if everybody ain't seen it? Erica said I'm not.
No, that's not breaking news of the show. you ain't done with the show, so you gotta watch. But anyways,
I know what happened at that part, but I'm just saying some people might not have watched.
Yeah,
anyway,
but the people who have watched the show, they know what I just did right there. But
Erica said I'm not playing Squid Games. She said I would be the first. Erica, you don't know how to play red light, green light? You don't know how to play red light, green light?
We just had he was like, they was like 100 meters away. All you had to do, the old man was on it.
Yeah, it was out front. It's just timing, man. Just ran, timed it. Stop. As soon as they turn their head, go. Just don't be gritty. That's all. Just don't be gritty. Do it. Get you 2 or 3 leaps in. Stop. Don't be greedy. When you be greedy, that's how you die. That's how you die.
Yeah, that show was crazy. Like when I first started watching it, I'm like, I don't know. But then once that red light, green light hit, I'm like, oh, I'm hooked.
The end of the first show, I'm like, all right, you bought one more episode. By the end of the second one, I'm like, all right, okay. All right, I'm with it. All right, man. So let's explore some the last 30. Man, I can't believe I let this nigga run wide open. I can't believe the Browns is terrible. All right, so let's explore some options coming out of high school. So we already said, college, of course, probably being the most the number one answer or whatever for most people. College, community college. I guess we can lump that all together. We already talked about starting a business. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't really need a degree or anything for that. You just get out there and be like, hey, I can do this. Give me money. And then people will be like, okay. If you really can do it, they're like, okay, cool. So, of course, the number one answer would be like, just get a job. Just come out, start working, and just start being start contributing to society. Touchdown.
Browns.
Touchdown, Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, that was quick. We responded quick. What happened? Who scored? Chubb with a 60-yard touchdown. Wow.
I think it was what's the short dude?
Shorts.
I think it was Shorts. Let me see. This was. Oh no, Njoku.
Oh, he been decent today too.
Yeah, Njoku with I thought it was gonna catch him. This nigga's slow. It's slow. We just updating sports scores, so bear with us. I want to see how many yards that was. That was a long, like a post route, and the Browns going for 2, which is smart.
Risky though. In a close game, like they think that they can stop it, man.
No, they can't. The defense can't stop them. That's why they're like, man, go for 2. So they score.
No, I'm saying the Browns. Like, you think the Browns can stop? Like,
so 2-point conversion is good. So now the Browns up by 7. So
that's
now,
why I'm not the coach.
Yeah.
That's why I'm an armchair quarterback.
If the defense is terrible and they score, it'll be tie game. We can go down and kick a field goal. Cool. Okay. So getting the job, like we said, you don't need a degree for that. You just start a job, whether it's just whatever. You want to work in retail, and you get that 4 years of experience. Like Erica was talking about, how her people with experience was trumping her degree. If you're working in retail and in 4 years you work your way up to assistant manager or manager, you already on your way. You know what I'm saying? You 4 years in, you're young enough where you still can be a general manager at a decent time, or whatever the tree is for whatever job you want to do.
But most general manager had their degree though.
Yeah, well, hopefully you in with a good company, and now you got that experience. You get some tuition reimbursement, or whatever the case is. You can always continue in education, that they pay for, and now you on to the next level. Internship, something I thought about right out of high school, is definitely something you could do. Literally internships for everything. Most of them are free. I'm sorry. All of them are free. Some of them are paid. You know what I'm saying? You can find a paid internship where you get your experience and you get your money. That's a good way to go. The thing I do like about internships is making the connections. You know what I'm saying? We talked about who you know. So when I came out of high school, let's say I didn't go to college or whatever, and I was just looking at getting a trade or whatever, I did internships. So I knew people in, whatever fields, and I could have went to them like, hey, you got a job available? I went to school for it. I studied for it. I trained. I actually came here. You know what I'm saying? Like, can I get a job now? Or internships to keep learning stuff. Now you get money and experience, which is ultimately what we are looking for, I think.
Yeah, it's just, you just got to figure out what you want to do. It's just, it's really not a wrong, way to go, unless you just get out and don't do nothing with your life.
Well, right. So I think, something that I think nobody.
One more thing.
Right.
And it's never too late to, change your decision. Let's say, I'm going to go back to school. It's never too late to do any of that. But that's all I'm going to say. Yeah.
Erica, I'm for real, man. If you're seriously interested about going back to school or whatever, go to Coursera. They got a lot of free stuff. Some stuff is paid. They got Google. You can do some Google fumble return. Fumble by the Chargers, picked up by the Browns, returned to the 5.
Ooh, about to score again. About to score again.
Out to the defense.
Second fumble of the day by the D.
By the defense, yeah, right, yeah. We heard it. Erica, for real, man, if you're interested, like I said, Coursera got a bunch of free courses. They got some paid courses. Google got a thing where, like, you write them like a letter of why you want to do certain things, like whatever the field is. They'll pay for it. Like Google will pay for certain things. It's like four or six different courses. But definitely check it out. It's pretty much free for the most part, and you get real certificates, real connections, and come out with a better job or better leads on the job that you want. Something I think that nobody said, I don't know anybody that did it, and nobody here said that they knew somebody or did this, which is like joining like the Peace Corps or something, like joining one of like an AmeriCorps business where you volunteer. I'm not even sure if those are paid or whatever, or if you just get paid an experience where where they ship you, to different parts of the world. You get that experience though of living.
I know somebody who did that too, and they they didn't get
yeah.
But they got that experience.
You get the experience of living in different countries sometimes, and good volunteering work, which looks very good on the resume. But the skills, the experiences, the connection that you can make in that makes up. I don't want to say that. It depends on the situation, but it can make up for some of the money that you won't be getting. If you coming right out of high school or so, without any bills or anything, it might be a good option for anybody that want that experience in volunteering and stuff.
Like, hey, so you
the game of life.
I see that you volunteered and you work for free. I want you on our team because I mean you'll do anything for us.
That way we could pay you anything and you'll be down because you've just been working for free for a long time. Something else that I'm sure we know people like this, but joining the military right out of high school. Most schools got those ROTC programs where you, by the time you come out and actually join the military, you got a couple of ranks on somebody that just joined out of the blue. You know what I'm saying? Which means more money and hopefully better charges falling apart.
As they should.
Good. So joining the military, hey, you don't got no bills, free rent, free housing, free health insurance.
All you got to do is your life.
Hey, you get to travel the world for free potentially. You know what I'm saying?
Live in the Navy.
Hey,
living in Japan for a minute.
Sure. I don't know. Air Force seemed like the safest way to go, but whatever.
Man, hey, you know what? I know somebody who was in the Air Force and they were just a mechanic working on planes, right? So I don't know, Afghanistan, Iraq, wherever. He was over there, working on planes, but they were getting shot at, bombed every day. And all he did was work on planes. So I don't know. I don't know if it's safe.
None of it's safe. None of it's safe. But you can be, he was a mechanic, so you had to be close to the battlefield. But if you could be...
he was on base, though. You know what I'm saying?
If you could be in North Carolina flying pilotless drones in the Middle East, no, it don't get much safer than that.
Yeah, but those jobs are,
they exist. Is all I'm saying. Every job is far in between, but they exist. Is all I'm saying.
Look, you want to be in the military? That's cool because that's like the ultimate sacrifice, giving your life up for. Us here in the USA. But first watch the documentary of Strepo and then make your decisions. Because after I seen that, I said, I couldn't do that, man.
I'm making a decision without watching it. But I appreciate all the people that do it because I wouldn't. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the people that do. Let me see. Anything that we missed? Trade school for sure. Apprenticeships, which is paid internships, essentially. You know what I'm saying? The only good thing about or I don't want to say the only good thing, but something I do like about being an apprentice or going to the United Auto Workers or the electrician, whatever, I don't know what they call it. is that you go in there and they're gonna teach you whatever. You're gonna get paid while they teach you. They're gonna give you all the training. You definitely gonna be working on jobs. Gonna be part of a union, making good money as you work your way up. And they're gonna help you get to the journeyman level, where it's when you get there, you can do anything you want to do. You can go anywhere and make top money, all while getting training and paid jobs the entire way. Apprenticeship is definitely a great way to go.
Or you could just be an elevator repairman. You make $50 an hour, and who do you know? Who do you know that works on elevators? Literally no one. So they're going to have to call you to come fix it. $50 an hour, and if you got to go on the weekends, time and a half. So you get $75 an hour. It's gonna at least take you 8 hours to fix this elevator. Like,
you know what?
50 an hour.
I'm about to search that out. I don't know one elevator repair person.
Look, the building I work at, the elevator break down at least once a month. Something wrong with it. Like, it ain't like you just buying a whole new elevator. Like, you gotta repair it. So $50 an hour. Keep that in mind. And you know what?
Miles Garrett hurt.
So you're trying to say Miles Garrett and Clowney hurt? Like, come on! Like, then you got. It's just, I don't know, something in the. See, all these players took that shot. Everybody getting hurt. Something in it. I'm trying to ruin our Super Bowl chances, man. Super Browns, but we can't do it. Everybody getting hurt.
True. All right. Last thing. I'm just curious. Do you guys agree? Not last thing. Sorry, but do you guys? One of the last things. Do you guys? How do you guys feel about like taking a gap year from high school? Like, I know in certain communities, it's not even an option. You know what I'm saying? But taking a year between high school and college, or high school and working, high school and community college, or whatever you want to do, certain areas is not even, that's not an option at all. How do you guys feel about taking a gap year in between high school and whatever it is that you decide to do?
Hey, I actually think it's smart. Just because, hear me out. High school, they treat you like you in jail, basically. Like, you can't even go to the bathroom without raising your hand. Like, you know what I'm saying? As soon as you get to college, you don't even got to go to class if you want to. They're not, of course. You don't gotta call. They're not gonna call home and ask you, why do you come to class today. You can get up in the middle of class and never come back if you wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people not ready for that. Like, being 18 and with all that freedom, especially around all that alcohol, drugs.
Drugs and alcohol has ruined my life.
Like, you might not be ready for that. So you might need time to mature, and especially it's better if you come to college with money in your pocket that you saved up from working from that year. So
could give you a different perspective for sure. So Erica said, she said, nope, you get lazy. You either have to work or go to school. Now, Erica, I don't want to assume that you appear to be a black woman. You gotta be careful these days. I don't want to get in trouble with no communities out here.
And community, you got to use the right pronouns.
You got to use the right, yeah. You appear to be a black female. So what I said at the beginning, as far as certain community, like, you sound like the traditional black community. Like, nigga, you got to do something. You want to take a year off? No. You better be working, or you better be going to school, or you got to get the hell out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? It might be that way in other communities, but I know some other communities are a little more flexible. You know what I'm saying? But black community is typically, you got to be doing something. You can't just be at the house waking up at 2 in the afternoon You know what I'm saying? Coming in the house at midnight, 1 or 2 in the morning, sleeping on it. It ain't gonna fly. Coming down, eating dinner with everybody like it's cool. No. so yeah, it sounds like a typical black household. And I'm not saying I agree or disagree, but that just seems like it's not really an option for most black households. You know what I'm saying? But I do agree with Byron. Well, so I guess technically you'll be working, so I guess it wouldn't be a full year off. But yeah, giving you a little bit of maturity, knowing that you got to go to work if you want to have money, etc., could help you, line up some of the stuff that you want to do. Line up your thinking. Sometimes give you a little bit of maturity before you go right into, college or whatever. So I don't think it's a bad idea, but yeah, for most black people, that's not even an option. A gap
You
year.
gotta either work or go to school, or you get kicked out, which is worse.
Which is worse, yeah. Which is absolutely worse. So last thing I want to get to, Angel said, what's your 5-year plan now? You got a 5-year plan?
Like for what?
I guess in life, I suppose.
Yeah, that was a random question.
I think, she said a little while ago, I don't know exactly know what we was talking. Maybe we was talking about Squid Games. Like, what's your 5-year plan to get that, $5 billion?
It ain't happening in 5 years. It's not happening. Yeah, I don't want to put any like business plans out. Like I don't like talking about that in public space because you get discouragement, and
Hey, it's true.
But personally, I don't want to talk about that either because no, I mean I most definitely have goals. Uh, this one I'm working on right now for sure because the one goal has been acquired. Now it's the next step in the goal, and I just got to do it. But it's gonna take some time for that because of what's going on right now in the world. But yeah, I got other goals. Yeah, I got. But most of my goals, are with Epiphany Media. But I don't want to discuss those.
Almost. Nick Chubb is a beast. I had like a 17-yard run. Anyway, Angel, you got a 5-year plan? You want to share it with us? Let us know. My bad. I'm starting to warp out of here because of.
It's time to watch it in the game.
every time I move, the cameras hate me a little bit more.
Go on. Might as well throw the peace sign and just be out.
Angel. Shout out to the meme. Hey, so Angel, if you got a 5-year plan, let us know, or even immediate plans, let us know. Erica, same for you. Erica said I'm working on personal goals, but if you got anything that you want to share, just let us know. I don't really have a 5-year plan, but it's to continue grinding. Epiphany Media, of course. Continue to build my personal relationships, you know what I'm saying, to a point where I don't know, I'm happy with them, I suppose. My professional life, keep trying to make more money so I can keep grinding Epiphany Media stuff, and that's pretty much it. It's just a cycle of that. Touchdown Browns. It's just a cycle of that. Doing Kareem Hunt. Weak. It's just a cycle of doing better in my career so I can do better here, and I just that cycle just over and over and over. Erica said my mental and relationships. Yeah, I agree. Mental health is something that everybody should be working on. 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, immediately. Mental health is something everybody should be working on continuously, just over and over and over. Keep that in mind, as well as your physical health, and it's definitely the most important for sure. B, you got anything else?
Oh man, that's oh, like reiterate what I said earlier. Um, no choice is the bad choice. Just make sure you do something with your life. You may be, my age before you decide, you know, what path you want to take in life, and that's cool. Um, there's no right and wrong way on, how advanced you should be in life. Um, but whatever you do, you most definitely gotta put your all into it. Um, Most definitely gotta put that work in. So, um, yeah, that's all I gotta. Yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, I agree. It's always good to keep acquiring information, knowledge, what I'm saying, experience. Um, like I said, if you could take a course here or there, it never hurts. The more pieces of paper to name on it, the better. So do that at your own pace. Erica, she just said it's not a competition. You compete with nobody. You compete with yourself. So anytime you got a chance to make yourself better, that's what you should be doing. But you shouldn't be looking at, oh, this person got this, and I'm trying to do this. You running your own race, you riding your own ride. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about the next person. Just do what you got to do to make yourself better. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that means to you, whatever it is that you got to work on. Your mental, your physical, your uh, your educational, your career path, your investments, like whatever it is, just work on it because nobody knows what's best for you or what you need in this moment than you. Nobody knows it better than you. So just keep working on it. With that being said, we're going to get out of here. Catch the last 4 minutes of this Browns game. Where we're winning right now, 42-35. I appreciate you guys for joining us as always. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, invite other people to share, invite other people to like. All of the likes and shares are going to be tallied up at the end of the month. We're going to make a donation to a breast cancer foundation. And we can't do it without you guys. So we appreciate your help as always. Remember to salute to the city whenever you get the chance.
And remember to like, share, and subscribe so we can donate more money to, breast cancer awareness. And remember to own your own.
I thought you were about to walk out. Season 2 coming soon? Yet?
Yeah, so I gotta. I'm like 95% sure on what direction I want to take. Yeah.
All right.
We got some time. We got some time.
So be sure to check out
Make the people wait.
Be sure to check out the old clips of the old reviews, season 1 reviews of Let's Get Takeout. We'll see you guys Wednesday for politics, Lord willing. And with that being said, we out of here. You guys be safe, take it easy, and we'll see you guys in 7 days with a good show with a guest. With a guest. So we'll talk to y'all soon. Out of here.